This is the day in my life as a small kitchen garden farmer. Today I have a lot to do in the garden. First, I'm digging the holes where I'm going to plant the spinach, and here we grow our fruits and vegetables organically in our small kitchen garden. A health organic backyard gardening is easy to accomplish if you know the basics of gardening. So if you do not have the basics, it may be hard for you to do this organically because it takes a little more effort to do organic farming than using the chemicals like the pesticides and the herbicides we just buy in the market. So backyard farming requires a lot of hard work. It requires a lot of hard work to prepare those organic stuff to use on your plants. If you are to do it successfully, if you are to do this successfully, it requires a lot of work. It is important to build and maintain a rich soil, so you're going to do this by adding some organic matter to your garden as a farmer. This will be your work as a farmer to see that your garden is rich with organic. There are different methods of organic farming. There are different ways we can do organic farming. For example, practicing crop rotation between the plant families. That is very important because they may not have the same diseases and the pests. So for that case, you play safe. Also, we can do it by planting cover crops. Those ones, they retain the moisture. Also, they add in some matter which helps to improve the quality of our plants. Also by adding compost, this is something which is common. So most people know that if you're doing organic farming, you have to add the compost, but yeah, there are other things we can do when we are practicing organic farming, and then also to properly handle animal manure. This is so important because animal manure is so rich. It is very rich in the nutrients which are so good to our plants. This soil was used previously to grow spinach like you have seen. So we've just unpacked the bags and we are going to use this soil in the growing of our spinach again. But this time we are not planting in the bags. Instead, we are just digging in the ground, and that it is different. So this soil is very rich in the nutrients. We've been using it in our gardens and our plants have been doing so well. Meaning when we grow other plants in the polythenes, the nutrients don't get used up. The nutrients remain. So that's why even when we use the same soil again, our plants do well. So even here we are doing the same. So after digging the holes, we go ahead and we fill with this soil which is very rich in the nutrients before we put our plants. We have a bed of spinach here. So this is our old garden of spinach. So this is how they are. So before they get so bad than this, we need to have new ones like the ones we've just planted. So even here we have collards, or you can call them skuma wig. These ones we've been eating them, but very soon we shall also have to plant new ones which we shall be eating when these ones are done. Here we planted green pepper, we planted the seeds. So all this space here is for green peppers. We shall be updating you as they grow. So they are here, they are coming up. We planted it too. In case one dies, we are safe. So that's how you have to play safe with the farming. You can even plant here. We put even many, but we shall reduce and you get the best. Another activity for today is weeding our onions. We have onions, or we grow onions in our small kitchen garden. As you are seeing, there are not many. As you are seeing, they're just in this enclosed space, very few. So today we are going to weed around. We are going to weed our onions. We are growing the bulb onions. Are they called bulb onions? That's what I call them, bulb onions. So for those who have grown onions, what you can share, kindly share in the comment section what you know about growing onions, what someone should take note of when growing these onions. But what I know, growing onions requires abundant sun. So the place where you're going to grow your onions should be receiving sun, at least should be receiving sun in a day, not just the sun, some good amount of sun. I don't know if it is called amount, but should be receiving enough sun in a day. And then also the place should have a good drainage. Yes, the place where you choose to plant your onions should be of good drainage, otherwise your onions will end up rotting. You know, that is very important. And then also onions grow well in the soil whose pH ranging between 6 and 6.8. So such pH, so you can first check the pH of the soil before you plant, and you see if the pH will favor the growth of your onions. They can be grown in raised beds. You know, that is very important for the onions. So onions can also be grown on all types of soil. So don't give excuses for not growing onions. So onions can be grown on all types of soil. You know, we have different types of soils, like different types like loam soil, sandy soil, you know, heavy clay. So all that can be used to grow onions, you know. So growing onions takes like for them to fully mature, it may take to between 12 to 14 weeks. Can you imagine? As simple as that, and you have your onions for them to grow and you harvest. So there are fertilizers we can apply on the onions, you know, but what I know, those which are rich in potassium, they are the ones which are so good to your onions because they support the development of the onions and they make them grow big. And then for that case, we are going to have onions of high quality. You know, the bulbs are going to be of high quality. So here we are. That's how our garden is looking. We've done some good weeding. If you've watched it till this far, thank you so much for watching my day in my life as a small kitchen garden farmer. Kindly let me know what you think about this video and what you want me to bring for you in my next video. See you in my next video. Bye.